Hello everyone, welcome to my channel IT Sector Tales. In this video, we'll be learning about variables, formatters and escape sequences in Python. So let's get to it. So we'll create a new Python file. We'll right click on the project and create a new file. I'll name it as chapter2.py. Okay, so in the last session, we learned that when we want to do some mathematical operations, we used a print statement to print that mathematical operator. But what if I multiply 2 into 3 and I want to use it here in the modulus operator? I want to add something to this modulus operator of 9 and 2. So I have to again write it as plus 2 into 3. But the operation is being repeated here again and again. So what I need is I need to store the value of this operation 2 into 3 in a variable. So there is a concept called variables in Python in which you store values. So a variable will have a name, obviously. Let me create a variable called age and I will store 21 in it. In Python, you read the lines of code from left to right. This line basically means that store 21 in the variable named age. Okay, and now I will print this particular variable age. I will just provide print function a input of this variable called age. Let's save it, and to run it we will click on this particular icon here and hit run. So it printed the age as 21. Now I want to print what this particular variable is about. Since it appears in the console window, I need to have some instruction what this variable is. So I will use our previous logic. I will write something like what is my age question mark, and I separated this variable age from this particular text which will be printed as is with a comma. So I provided two inputs to the print function. Now when I save and run it, it will print what is my age question mark and the value of the variable 21. Now it so happens that you can change the value of variables as well. So in your entire program, when you update a variable, okay, the recent value of that variable will be taken into effect. I'll print the same statement here. Let's run and see the output. So this displays the age as 22 because I changed the variable age as 22. Another concept here is if I write something like this, I have capital H and I assigned it as 23. So I will print age before and I want to print age. I'm using the smaller case age here, and I will print age after. Okay, and I hit run. So this age before will display 22 and age after will display 23. Why? Because this smaller case age still has value 22, and when you write the same variable in an uppercase, it doesn't rewrites the same variable. It is considered as a new variable. So casing here is important. If you write a variable in a smaller case, that value is totally different from what you assign it to a variable with the same letters in the string but in an uppercase. So there are three rules to define variables in Python. For the first rule is there should be one word and there should be no space in that word. If I write age 20, age of a girl and assign it 21, while saving itself, Python will give me an error. So when you write a variable, there can be no variable name, there can be no spaces in the name. The next rule is it can consist letters, numbers and underscore. So age 1 is also a valid variable name. Okay. Age 1 underscore 2 is also a valid variable name. The third rule is it can't begin with a number, but it can begin with an underscore. If I write something like 1h and save it, so I will get an error because it cannot begin with a number, but it can begin with an underscore. So save it, you won't get an error. Okay. So these are the three rules for naming a variable. Now we'll learn something which is called as formatters in Python. So consider I create a variable with name Steve Rogers, and I have another variable as age, which I store the value as 30. Then I have another variable as job, name as Avenger. Then I have another variable called height with 76.2. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to print these variables. So I'll write something like Captain America is, pay attention here, a percentage S, and he is a hero. Okay. And after that, percentage name. So what I did is I want this particular percentage s to be replaced with whatever value the variable name holds. I just added a placeholder in my entire text for this particular print function. This entire thing is one input for the print function, unlike what we were doing here when we were adding two inputs to the print function. This type of printing would always print your value of the variable at the end, towards the end of your first input. But what if I want to print my variable value in between the text? So we use placeholders, or rather we call them formatters. So percentage s is a placeholder, and s here stands for string, that is str. So another info here is name can have many values. It can be a single word, it can be a phrase. So what all can we store in a variable? We can store a word, we can store a phrase, we can store a number. It can be a negative number as well. We can store decimals in it. Okay. So how do we define these types of variable values which we'll be storing in? Python defines all the variable values which have letters or alphabets in it as str. Okay. So all of the word, the phrases, and the numbers will be defined as a str type. All of the negative numbers, sorry, not numbers, only words and phrases. All of the numbers and negative numbers, they will be defined as a int type or a integer type, and all of the decimals here will be defined as a float type. So these three types of variables, str, int, and float, we call them as data types. These are the different types of values which a variable can hold and which are available in Python. So in other programming languages, when you declare a variable, okay, as I wrote age is 21 here, in other programming languages you need to also mention what is the data type of this variable. But in Python that is not the case. You initialize the variable with whatever data type you want, either a string, a number, or a float. But while using it, you have to keep in mind what type of value it stores and use those kinds of operations in it. If you have age as 21, you can do all of the math operations here. You can multiply it, divide it, do a modulus operator. But if you had a variable called name with Steve Rogers in it, you cannot do addition operation to this name with a number. Okay, so you have to make sure what data type you hold and perform those operations on that data type. So similarly, S here, for a placeholder, this stands for str, because I know name has a string or a phrase rather stored in it, two words. So I have used a placeholder called str. Let me run this. Okay, so the console has printed the statement as Captain America is Steve Rogers. It replaced this placeholder percentage %s with the value of name variable. Okay, and he is a hero. Next, I'll print something like percentage %s is the first percentage %s. Now there are two percentage %s here, so I need to have two values to add instead of the percentage %s. So what I'll do is I'll have percentage and in parenthesis I will write name comma job. Okay, so the first percentage %s will be replaced with the value of name variable and the second percentage %s will be replaced with the value of the variable job. Let's run it. So here it displays Steve Rogers is the first Avenger. Okay, so you can use multiple placeholders in a print statement as well. Now let's print other variables. He is percentage %i years of old, and will display the age variable here. Okay, so initially I was using percentage %s, but those variables which will replace this placeholder percentage %s was str type, string type. Now age is a integer type, int type. So instead of percentage %s I have percentage %i. Let's run this. Yeah, here it displays he is 30 years of old, where 30 is a integer or a int value. Next we'll print and is percentage %f inches tall, and I will need the value of variable height here. Okay, so for int I used percentage %i, and for a float, that is a number with a decimal value in it, I'll use percentage %f, and I'll run this. So it displayed and is 76.2000 inches tall. So float will also display the trailing values in it. Okay, that is how the number is stored in Python's memory. Okay, so these are the formatters which you can use. Okay, let's do some other R&D in formatters as well. I'll create a new variable called fact, and in that I will make it as a string. I'll make it in a single quote. You can store a string in a single quote as well. There are percentage %i colors in a rainbow. Okay, so if you have this in your string and you print fact here and hit run, so it will display the entire thing as is with percentage %i, because I didn't replaced or mentioned that I want to replace this percentage %i with some value. Okay, in the initialization of this variable itself I will mention percentage %7. Okay, so I want this I to be replaced with this number 7. Previously what I was doing is I was replacing these placeholders with a variable. This variable in turn has a value, and that value will be visible here. Now I'm directly adding the value, okay, and replacing these placeholders. So let's change this print statement a bit, make it more readable for the user. Today I learned percentage s, and since I want to replace this particular s, I do not need a comma here. I will have a percentage sign. Give it a run. So the console will display, today I learned there are 7 colors in the rainbow. So this 7 is added instead of this percentage I, and in this print statement, instead of fact, this entire thing is printed. Okay. Next, you can also there is one more formatter called percentage I, R, sorry, I said percentage R, and I want to replace this with percentage fact. Okay, so let's give it a run. So this displayed the entire thing, the value of fact in single quotes. Percentage R will display the variable, the raw value of the variable. The variable is a string, so it will display how strings are stored in Python. They are stored in quotes, so it will display the entire strings. What if I change the in single quotes, single quotes to double quotes? Fact, I changed it to double quotes, and let's give it a run again. The output is still the same. I said single quotes, there are 7 colors in a rainbow. So percentage R will give you a raw value. It will not print what you have written exactly the same way. STR is stored in a single quote, so it will return it in a single quote. So that is how a percentage R is displayed. Another print statement, in it percentage S is my favorite color. And I want to replace percentage S with a value which I'm giving here. I'm not using a variable here. Okay, so this gives me a red underline here because it says that you cannot use this directly because this is a str type of data type, so it should be in a single quotes or a double quote. It didn't give me this error for the number 7 here because this was a int doesn't needs to be engulfed in a single quote or double quote. So this is a similar example to what we did in line number 22. In the string itself, I used a placeholder, and at the end of the line I replaced that placeholder with a value. Similarly, I'm using here a placeholder in the print statement, and I'm replacing that print statement with a value, directly a value. I'm not using a variable here. Indigo here is not a variable. So let me run this. So this is how you will get in your console window. In it, indigo is my favorite color. It replaced percentage S with the value indigo. So these were all we could learn for formatters today. Let's move to another interesting topic called escape sequences. So what are escape sequences? For example, I have a variable called colors, and it has value as all the colors of the rainbow, and each and every color is separated by \n. Okay, let's print this variable value. Let's see what the output is. Colors are, and I'm using the traditional way to print. I'm not using a formatter here. That's okay. We'll give it a run. So in the output, it displayed colors in separate lines. Previously, where we used two variables, He is the first Avenger line. Yeah, this one. This one. Steve Rogers is the first Avenger. So here also I had two variables, but it printed in the same line. What's different here that all the variables values are printed in a different line in my console window. So the change here is slash n. Slash n is called a escape sequence when you want your output to be displayed in separate lines in your console window. You use slash n and it will just display it in a different line. Similarly, there is a escape sequence to display your entire print text in a tab manner. You can add tabs backward slash t 2. Okay, let me run this. So you see, you can add tabs, then there is a tab space here, and then the last part of the print statement. So backward slash t is another escape sequence. And what if you want to show something in a double quotes? You remember with percentage r, you could show the raw value of the string variable that is in a single quotes. But again, you want to show a double quotes, and if you print something like this, print show double quotes. Okay, so I want to display these double quotes as well in my print statement. So when I hit run, it won't display the double quotes because in Python, whatever you add inside your function, that is in a double quotes. So what Python treated this as a one input, and this is another input with nothing in the text to be printable. So if you want to print this double quote, what you'll do is you'll have a escape sequence. To display the quotes, I will use a backslash. Okay, and I will say like this. Okay, so let me run this. So the double quotes here is printed like this. If I want to print another double quotes, I want to add like in a double quote, so I will do something like this. Okay, for each double quote you will have to add a individual backslash. So show double quotes like this. So today we learned how to use variables, how to use formatters in Python, and we learned a thing or two about escape sequences. So that's it for today. Hope you find this useful. If yes, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.